But it was a great day for the nail space. Tumblr, I don't know what Tumblr did for 4th of July. What the hell? It doesn't even matter. I'm not even
April Fools. What holiday is
it? Shut up, Stephanie. Anyway, the point is, sorry, I see the moment.
Get real close. Just gonna get real close to my mic and just touch it.
Let me just. Did you know?
I need to be here with you right now.
It was April Fool's.
Yeah. Yeah. Did you get tricked by anything?
No.
Oh, okay. I did.
Actually, I have no idea. Okay. Anyway. I'm gonna die. Hi, welcome to Two Lacquered Ladies, the podcast about nail polish and nail art by the ladies who stream it. I'm Stephanie, aka Fanatic here on every social media platform that matters. I'm an unprofessional nail artist, and I like to make fan art on my nails.
Howdy, my name is Danny, and you can find me as Danny Shout online. I'm a science educator by day and a nail art hobbyist by night. On stream, I like to create scenes with themes on my nails.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Welcome back.
Hello, how are you?
Are you asking me or are you asking the audience?
In general.
Or are you asking our very special guest, NikkisNails?
Oh,
hi, everybody.
It's Nikki. Come on, closer to the microphone there.
Yeah. Get all up into mic. Get in there.
This is Magic Mike.
Yeah, hi. It's me, your girl.
Hi, demons. It's your girl.
Hold on, wait.
Are you? Oh my god, she's wearing a hey there, demons.
I have that shirt.
It's
I have that
me.
shirt, Nikki.
Oh
Nikki,
God.
we got a twin when we see each other in real life someday, even though we live in the same state.
Anyway, the point is, we are here with Nikki. Let me tell, because the thing is that if you're familiar with the podcast, you are 99.9% certainly familiar with the concept of a person named Nikki. That's me. That's this one. That is this one. And Nikki just hit 100 followers on Twitch. Yes.
Congratulations.
Danny, yes.
Thank you. I never thought I'd make it this far, TBH, but
I knew you would make it this far because honestly, people who watch my stream on Friday know that I've been watching Nikki since Nikki started doing 31 nights of Halloween, which I was telling a friend was 100 nights of Halloween, and then I was like, that's insane. Why would that be a thing? But I don't know. If you want to, maybe.
What day would you have to start to do 100 days of Halloween?
You'd have to start in...
you have to double up.
Like late July.
and you have to double up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you doubled up, you get through more. But your cuticles would pay the price, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, well...
They have.
1,000% they have, absolutely. Without a doubt.
She needs some bag bomb.
I also need to file them.
They're so long.
Oh, they're gorgeous, though.
I know.
But yeah, they're at that dangerous length.
Yeah. She was traveling on a plane, and I was like, and like she was sending me like pictures of her tickets, and I was like, oh my god, like I'm terrified for your nails on this trip.
Same.
Yeah, airports are not kind to nails. But yeah, so I started watching Nikki when Nikki was doing her 31 nights of Halloween, and one of our friends came into a group chat and was like, this chick is doing 31 nights of Halloween. And I was like, that is buck wild. I have to see this for myself because this is crazy. And she was doing Loch Ness nails, and the title was, you nicknamed our daughter after the Loch Ness Monster. Which I
now get that reference.
I now also get that reference, and it's
You're welcome.
Yes.
You're welcome, world. I have done you a great service.
Nikki has corrupted me in so many ways. You know how y'all know about the boy? That is Nikki's partial fault. Because I did watch it on my own, and then I was like, Nikki, have you seen this movie? And Nikki was like, boy, have I.
Let me tell you. Because when it first came out, I was in deep. I was watching it on the daily. I was overanalyzing it. I was consuming all of the fan fiction. I had a problem, okay?
And now I have a problem. It was contagious. And I think we both have a problem.
Now we got problems.
And I don't think
we're coming full circle. I love it.
I don't think we can solve them, but I think we can learn to live with it. I think there will be the boy watching on this trip because, yeah, I was just so excited. You know, Nikki and I have been trying to get together. I've been talking about going. Danny knows I've been talking about going out to Taos.
Means friend.
Visit y'all and Nikki and everything. But, you know, we were just so excited, and I had these Delta Sky Miles burning a hole in my pocket. So we just brought her on out here, and she had a wild ride.
As is tradition for flights for this podcast, apparently.
Yeah, it wasn't as bad. It wasn't as bad as mine.
No one's should be worse than yours. I really hope. That was awful.
I kept telling, cause as big as I am, Nikki is equally as tiny as I am big, and I was like, I am jealous that you get to be tiny on a plane.
Yeah, that's a little dangerous in some ways, but for the seat configurations, you know, that's the way to be. That reminds me, my very dear friend who I go and visit pretty often, we went to a store together, and she's also super tiny, and I'm on the larger size, and we went into the store, and we were both just outside of the sizes that the store held, like on either side. I was like, are you kidding me?
They're like, we only have average sizes.
Yeah, like, I was like, we're not average. We need the on the either side of the spectrum here.
I haven't asked Nikki, how are you doing?
I'm as good as I can be currently.
Yeah.
The vibes here are very good. I'm enjoying the vibes here, so thank you both for this.
I'm so glad that you could join us, and if I do say so myself, my stream room is a little bit of a neon 90s yet somehow calm getaway.
The vibes. Immaculate.
Thank you. Thank you. So yeah, we are here with Nikki. Nikki is the reason that you've heard all about the boy, and I'm just so excited to share her with all of you because she's just one of my absolute favorite people, as you know, because I never shut up about her on this podcast, and every other minute I'm just like, oh, well, Nikki said. Oh, well, I was watching Nikki's stream. Well, Nikki's doing this. Well, Nikki's here, okay?
And what we've failed to mention so far is that Nikki's an incredibly talented nail artist, and we should put her links in the description below.
We absolutely will. Nikki is so incredibly talented. Reverse stamping skills on point. Just take a look. I think some of my favorites of your nails have been your baby head planters.
Oh yeah, those were so weird. I loved doing them so much because they were just... I saw the stamping plate and Maniology didn't advertise it with their spring plates, and I was like, how could you? How could you hide this masterpiece? This absolute weird masterpiece.
We were both like, pay no attention to the weird spring plate we just released.
We're just gonna hide it right there.
Ignore that. I'm actually gonna really briefly go through because I know there's so many amazing manis, and I just want to make sure that I celebrate them. I'm staring, by the way, this Sassy Souse polish. Iris, you were here from the upcoming Polish Pickup Bingo, which we're about to record. Well, yes, record, but mostly just perform, I suppose, tonight. Anyway, I'm staring at this Sassy Sauce polish, and it's making me act a fool. Anyway, where's Nikki?
Yeah, I'm looking at her nails right now. I love your Bella's Bridemaid nails. Like, they're so good.
It's because it's Twilight, and I think that's the only reason it came together as good as it did, because if you know me, you know that Twilight has always been... It's always been a very big part of who I am as a person. It really It really shaped my entire personality.
And it's contagious. I never thought, literally when I was in, I think, like, early college, I wrote on my Facebook, I don't like Twilight, and I'm glad I don't like Twilight, because if I liked Twilight, I'd read it, and I hate it. And I do think I would have hated it at the time, but I'm glad I wasn't into it at the time, because I got to experience it this way now. With our amazing stream group, we watched all of the Twilight movies.
As a family.
Yes, as a family. And it was incredible, and it was so dumb, and it was so funny. I do have to say that if you like good, bad movies, just watch the first one. Just watch it.
Blue tint. You gotta do it for the blue tint.
Yeah. Once they take the blue tints away, it really
goes downhill.
It really does go downhill. And then, like, honestly, in my opinion, you only gotta watch the first one, the third one, and the last one. You might be missing some details, but to be honest, I space out all the time, and I miss the details.
It's not much. You can put most of it together through context clues, so you're good.
Absolutely, but like, I just love all your nails. I love this one that you did with this. Nikki has a stamp that's this huge stamp that's a chick with a martini glass. And that one, oh my gosh, it's just it's like red holographic stamping. This chick who's in a martini glass, but you can't really tell. That was a really great stream because you couldn't fit her legs.
Yeah. I have very limited space here, guys.
Yes. You have a lot of space, but no one has a big enough nail for that one.
No. But man, do I wish.
You wish you had just one big wide nail so you could flip people off with the martini lady.
Yes, absolutely. 1000%. This is all true.
Yeah. It's a noble goal.
No, I really like those two because the composition's really nice on that one with the big character on your ring finger, and then you have the ooh la la and the text and stuff with the little silhouettes of other, sexy ladies.
Yes.
It looks good.
Sexy ladies.
We love us some sexy ladies.
Yeah, we have the pickle nails that, oh no, that's not the pickle nails. That's not the pickle nails that, like, broke the internet that one time.
No, they're not.
The Christmas pickle one, like, every single person in the Polish Posse showed up for your Christmas pickle.
And it was absolute chaos, and it was the best. And I was dying you just hear me wheezing. Because I'm not on camera, so you just...
Yeah.
As I'm trying to compose myself and failing horribly because of who I am as a person.
This is just what being a streamer is like, okay? Sometimes your chat is funnier than you. Not that they were funnier than you, but sometimes they'll just make you, like, just die.
Yeah, the entertainment is, like, getting you off track, and that's... It's definitely part of streaming.
Yeah. So anyway, point is, go check out Nikki's Instagram. Go check out Nikki's stream. Because seriously, there's some good stuff. There's like dinosaurs and aliens from Alien with Santa hats on it.
Because why not?
Yeah, it's
Christmas pickle.
Yeah, the Christmas pickle. It's just incredible. So there we go. There is my plug. Go watch my friend.
Do it now.
Do it now. She's probably not streaming when you're listening to this, but just go to her page and just wait.
Yeah, don't follow to get notified. Just wait. Wait it out.
Why follow when you could have the tab open all the time and never leave your computer? That's what I always say. Don't waste that follow. They don't tell you this, but there's a finite amount of follow. I am like shooting us in the foot if anybody takes this literally. Like, please stop. Please don't say this. Don't do this.
If you click the follow button, you'll get notified when we go live, and then you don't.
If you click the follow button, you'll have a chili dog delivered to your house. Unless you're vegan.
In powdered form.
In powdered form.
So that you can drink it. Because everybody wants to drink chili dog.
They do. Danny has no idea what we're talking about.
You want to tell her?
I will tell her. So, Nikki and I are both also obsessed with G Fuel because, See, Nikki's my cool young friend, and she lets me know what's hip and cool because all the stuff she's into is so hip and cool. Every last thing. Every last thing is top of the trending page on TikTok. Anyway, she and I are very similar in that way, where her interests are not niche. I think I gotta take Nikki to the hospital. Anyway, I've been informed that Nikki will literally ROFL, so I think that is the goal.
To get a seatbelt for the chair.
We need to get her a seat. We need to strap Nikki in. Anyway, also Nikki and I are on the same microphone, so I'll let you, like, usually you might be like, wow, how do they never talk over each other? We do, constantly. Sometimes Danny and I will say complete thoughts, and like it'll be like one of us will be ending the thought and the other one will be starting the thought, and we'll both realize as we're doing that like this was a mistake, but then we both know we're on different tracks. So we just go.
So it's all good.
And then at the end we go, okay, what did you say? Okay. What did I say?
It's the Spider-Man meme.
Exactly. Yeah. Anyway, sorry, tangent time. Oh, this is going to be an 8-hour podcast. P.S.
You're welcome.
And also, you might still, I mean, I don't know if you are, you're not because I'm talking to you right now. You might still be in the cold open because there was so much material there.
Who knows where we're gonna land?
This is really a freeform podcast, and it's also not about Nail-It anymore. It's about G Fuel, which I need to get a code for. Like, Husbando keeps being like, you need, like, even if it's just like the worst little affiliate code, get an affiliate code for G Fuel because you drink so much G Fuel.
Mine does the same thing, yeah.
Yeah, we need to, maybe while you're here, we can both just like,
get on that.
just bite the bullet. And
yeah, because I probably would, to be honest, I probably wouldn't do it otherwise. I'm like, I'm gonna do it today.
Yeah. And then it doesn't happen. But anyway, she was drinking G Fuel, which was my favorite thing because when I first started watching Nikki, she was drinking Spicy Demonade, which was the Doom flavor that she had a huge bottle of.
Yeah, it was 400, I want to say 400 milligrams of caffeine, which they don't normally do in G Fuel at all. Like, yeah. That is the most caffeine ever. And it was it wasn't a normal size tub. The normal size tubs are about how big would you, like this big?
Yeah.
This big. But that one was a monstrosity. It was enormous.
Everybody on the podcast is watching you do this now.
And
in their minds, they're like, oh yeah, okay, I can see it, yeah.
Okay, I understand. It's the vibes. You understand the vibes of the gesture.
And it was something. I'll let you continue.
But anyway, when I first started watching Nikki, she was drinking Spicy Demonade, which actually has like big flakes of chili pepper in it. And like, I think what really...
Cayenne pepper, yeah.
Yeah, cayenne pepper. Yeah.
Oh.
I think the moment I really just fell in love with Nikki was when she took a big sip of G Fuel and went, it burns.
Because it did. It was honestly so terrible, and I hated it so much. But it was such a big tub that I couldn't justify it. My husband was like, just throw it away. And I was like, no, you wanted this. This is your fault. You said you were going to drink this. You promised me. You were like, I'm going to love it. Don't worry. I'll drink it. He was just staring at me from the cabinet every time I went to go get some G Fuel that I actually really liked. And I was like, how dare you? How dare you look me in the face like this?
She made it through, though. She made it through the whole jar.
Through the never-ending tub.
That's crazy.
Partially because I think it was my desire.
Yeah.
For her
You were cheering me on the whole way. I couldn't disappoint you.
I had to do it to her, and she had to do it for me. I had to do it to him.
You had to do it to him. We had to do it to him.
But yeah, so Nikki got me into G Fuel because, like, also we here in this house are addicted to caffeine. We love energy drinks, and I was like, you know, let's G Fuel it up. And so we got it and really, really liked G Fuel. I love their shaker bottles. Like, we do not have a code for G Fuel or sponsored in any way, but I will say that, like, actually the shaker bottles have become, like, kind of essential in my life, because the thing is they are so, like, sealed, so I can, like, throw it on the couch and, like, it can just be like warmth.
You just yeet it.
I just yeet it. This thing, you could play football with this thing, I swear to God. So yeah, I got super into G Fuel, and now I'm constantly drinking G Fuel, and that's Nikki's fault. But yes, if you're okay with that, why don't we ask you a couple of our standard questions before we get into the rest? Mm-hmm. So why did you start streaming? How'd that happen?
Well, my husband was very encouraging about it. He had been streaming for a little bit, and he was like, you should try this. Your nail art is very niche, and I think you could really find a home here on Twitch. And I was like, I don't think Twitch is the place for that. So I was really hesitant for a long time. I was like, there's no way that this could actually be a thing. And eventually he wore me down, and I was like, okay, fine. I was bored one morning. I was like, I'll just do this one time just to see what happens. But then I ended up sticking to it, and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna do this, like, every day and just see what happens.
It's just so wild, because you do stream. When you stream every single weekday. Why did you decide to stream every weekday? And what kept you motivated to stream so much, especially without telling anybody about it?
Well, I mean, the thing is, I was already doing nail art. Like, I was doing my nails every day anyway. and I was, you know, because it's like an addiction at this point. I don't know. I can't.
We can't relate, Nikki.
I have no idea what you're talking about. As I paint my nails literally while recording this.
Literally, Danny was like, you can tell when Danny's painting her nails because she's got this little ring light over in the corner.
Yeah,
and you could see her just like, one time we finished bingo and I looked over and I saw her just like hunched over, and I was like, right now, Danny,
head down,
right in front of my salad, Danny, are you doing your nails?
It's never a bad time to do your nails.
I respectfully disagree, but that wasn't a problem. I was just surprised. Anyway, sorry.
What were you saying?
You were doing your nails every day. Anyway.
And so I was like, you know what? Why not? Why not just point the camera and just do it? Because I'm gonna be doing it anyway, so I might as well. Why not? And yeah, I just kept going. And I didn't, not a lot happened the first 2 months, but then I kind of figured out the Twitch tags, and that really changed my whole life.
It does.
I'm not even exaggerating, because like 2 months later, that's when I started, because I started in August, and 2 months later I figured out the tags, and that's literally when everybody just discovered. Yeah,
found
I
you.
was discovered.
Yeah. Through at least our
community.
Yeah,
I was adopted.
Yes.
I was adopted.
Well, through our community, we definitely like tell each other about new nail streamers. So, like I said, they were like, this chick's doing 31 days of Halloween. And I was like, I feel like I could get along with this chick. Boy, was I right.
Yeah. Everybody come on. So it's kind of funny, like all three of us independently started streaming thinking that there wasn't really going to be an audience for us, because you think of Twitch, you think of game streams, as you should, because that is 99% of the platform. I would argue it's gone down to like 98% of the platform, though. There is a lot of art and crafts, and
we're slowly but surely taking over.
Yeah, exactly. We have carved out a little space for ourselves. So if you are in our audience and you are thinking about streaming nail art, let us know. Drop us a message. Because there is an audience now, a preset group of people who are excited about new nail artists to discover on Twitch.
And we love to support one another as much as we can. We can't always be there, but we are there in spirit.
We are absolutely there in spirit. And that's the thing is that, like, that's a thing that I think it can be kind of difficult for a lot of people in a stream community to kind of cope with, is that even though people might, like, find you and be, like, super interested in what you're doing and very supportive of you, you know, especially when it comes to Twitch, where it's live and people do watch VODs. And I do want to say that I'm always grateful and, you know, taken aback and happy when, like, say, Danny watches a VOD or Nikki watches a VOD, because I'm like, this is like my heavy rotation. But like when somebody like other than y'all like are like, oh, I was watching this VOD, I'm like, you were?
Right? It's so shocking.
You were?
Like, what? You did what?
You did yeah, exactly. You did what?
People have access to those?
But yeah, it's so hard to catch every stream. You know, I was actually talking to Quality Nails, because Quality Nails, I think, has a little bit of guilt, like, oh, I never catch your stream, even though we're friends. And I'm like, one thing, we are both, and we are all content creators, and most of us have jobs, most of us have life. I stream for 9 hours a week. Nikki streams every dang day of the week.
The times change occasionally, but yes.
So, like, you know, you can't always catch everything. And even if you are around at the time, you know, everyone has a life and everyone has competing things that they want to do.
Yeah.
So it can be a little bit like, but, you know, you will find your audience, and everybody has a slightly different audience.
And a good streamer will celebrate those who are there in chat and not be like, not that we won't miss you, obviously we miss you, but it's not going to bum us out if you can't make it because of all the reasons we've already listed. But yeah, a good streamer won't take that attitude. So if you have a streamer experience and either you're in the chat and they're like guilt tripping you for not being at their streams, red flag.
It gives the ick.
And if you yourself are a streamer and you're starting to have those thoughts, don't worry about it. Know that, celebrate the people who are there in your chat at that moment, you know, and know that your VODs will be available later.
And also celebrate that people want to be there, that people are supportive of you. Because, like, one of my absolute best friends online, who started off as a viewer in Danny's stream and then also added me to that roster and then became one of my, like, core mod team, is our friend Fath, or Faith. And, you know, Faith at one point had a lot of time to watch streams, but then, you know, a lot of things started happening in her life and she didn't have time. And of course, like, I wish I could spend more time with Faith. But I am so incredibly happy that she has so much going on for her. And it's not like that relationship has ended. It's not like I never see her. She's very active in the Discord.
Right.
You know, so sometimes people just aren't going to have time for you. And that doesn't really mean anything because, like, I don't know, think of your own life.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, sometimes I'm like, Danny's on. I should really be there. And I'm like, it's a no for me, dog. I can't do this today.
It's okay. Yeah, no, totally understand. I will sometimes try to pop into chats for like just a couple minutes to at least just say hi before I go take my nap or whatever it is that I'm trying to do.
Naps are essential, yes.
Naps are essential. They're an essential vitamin and mineral.
Yes.
And
my micronutrients.
Yes, your micronutrients. It's like a vitamin. By the way, when I put it up to Nikki, how's me when I'm like up to Nikki with the
let's see, Nikki, you talk.
Hi.
So she's.
Can you hear me now?
Yes. You guys are you are only slightly less loud as Nikki. That was
me. Okay.
Yeah. Stephanie is only slightly under volume of Nikki.
Okay, I'm just gonna leave it over here with Nikki because I am. Nikki's like, oh, I'm so loud, and I was like, you have I have theatrical training. Like, you have no idea what you're dealing with. All of China knows I'm here.
Oh, no. That got me.
I'm so glad. Thank you.
Whew. Okay. So Nikki, you and I think, are both primarily stamping artists. Stephanie definitely does plenty of stamping, but you're definitely more the freehand artiste of the group. Mm-hmm. But Nikki, how did you get into stamping? I'm always curious how people discovered it.
Well, actually, I started seriously stamping about 5 years ago, but like 2 years before that, my mother-in-law actually introduced me. Like, I was always seeing all the cool images on her nails, and she would go into detail. She was like, oh, well, you just do this, and she explained the whole process to me, and I was like, that sounds very complicated, and I don't think that I can... But no, so she got me, like, 2 tiny little stamping plates and, like, one of those old school rubber pink stampers that's not, like, it's a firm, you know, the firm ones you can really hold on to. It's like it looks like just a stick. and it came with the metal scrapers that should absolutely not be used on stamping plates.
The visceral reaction in
Yeah.
my chest when you said that. I've tried actually scraping with metal because I was desperate and regret.
Yeah. But yeah, so she actually gave me a little plastic credit card type thing. She was like, I know it comes with this one, but you're going to want to use this. And
Smart.
I was like, okay. So they were Sailor Moon stamping plates. They were tiny little round ones from Japan. So I was like, oh my god, yes, I can have Sailor Moon on my nails, because if you know anything about me at all, it's that I'm obsessed with Sailor Moon. So
can't relate.
So I was like, yes, this is perfect. I totally want to know how to do this now. She's given me all of the tools that I need. And I tried for about, I'm not gonna lie, I tried for about a week straight, and I couldn't do it, and in the end, I was so frustrated, I was like, ugh, I was flipping tape, I was so mad, like, 2 weeks straight, and, like, I kept trying to pick up Sailor Moon, that silhouette, actually, that exact silhouette, that you've got on this poster right here.
Maybe I'll put a link to a picture of this wall hanging I have over here.
And like her head kept getting cut off, and I was oh my god, what am I doing wrong? I was near tears. I was like angry. I was frustrated. I was like, this sucks. I was so mad. I was like, I'm never doing this again. and I threw the stuff in like a drawer, and I literally didn't look at it for 2 years.
Wow.
For 2 years, I was that mad. I was frothing at the mouth. I was so mad. I was like, she said I would get the hang of this, and I didn't.
The worst crime. Jail. Jail for mother for 1,000 years. Sorry, I'm yet now.
But yeah, so I threw this stuff in a drawer for 2 years, and I was like, never again. But again, 2 years go by, and I was like, you know what? I think I might be ready to try this again. And by that time, they had come out with, like, clear jelly stampers. Had just become, like, really popular, and they were kind of everywhere. And I was like, oh my god, this might be the answer to all of the problems that I didn't know I was having.
Yeah.
So yeah, and it's been about 5 years now, and this is my one and only hobby, really. It's taken over my life so completely.
Yeah.
They're like, so what do you do for fun? I do my nails, and what else?
More nails.
Nothing?
You?
Question mark? I don't know how to answer that. What do you mean, what else?
Do you know how long it takes to do my nails? Like, It's an intense hobby, actually.
It really is. Like, minimum for me is 4 hours. Like, base coat, and then whatever weird topper, because I have like the overwhelming need to be extra at all times. so it's like I could just like stamp over like a normal polish, and I could just stamp this regular thing and be done with it. But why would I do that?
Why?
I love to torture myself. So I'll just sit hunched over like a little gremlin.
Yeah, I completely understand.
Obviously we do.
So
I just scraped off my nail polish because I didn't really like it, I decided, and I'm starting over because that's what we do to ourselves.
Your nails are so beautiful, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
Aren't they?
I love that.
Oh, so good. You do have another hobby, though. I mean, I know this sounds not like a hobby, but I swear it is. Watching a lot of movies and TV.
Yes.
And I actually want to tell you that, well, one thing, me being friends with you has made my mom so very happy, because I am probably going to drag you over to her house to show you some stuff. Because I originally wanted to go to school to be a director of films. I did go to school to be a director of theater. And I'm glad I did that, because, you know, I think if anybody goes to my stream, you could probably see that made a big impact and definitely helped me. But my first love was film. I would watch movies over and over again. I inherited that from my mom. She would watch movies over and over again. We would do it together.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, exactly. And so I met you, and then, you know, you were so into, well, one thing, you were so into, like, all the things you were into, Twilight, and you made it all seem so fun and funny and just great. And then you watched the movies that I recommended to you, which was like, oh... She did that.
And I thoroughly enjoyed that.
Yeah. You know, I made Nikki watch, I didn't make her watch, but Nikki watched Labyrinth. Nikki watched some stuff that we probably shouldn't talk about on this podcast. Because it's mostly horror movies, but some of them are edgier than others.
Yeah.
But yeah, and because of that, you know, I started watching more stuff too, because you recommend me stuff. And then because of that, because we wanted to watch Twilight, we started the movie nights,
which have become a big hit and a staple in your streaming community. It's awesome.
And we love them so much.
Yes.
And so I honestly feel like to quote Katy Perry, you make me feel like I'm living a teenage dream. The way we're watching these movies.
Yeah.
And the way that people are watching them with me.
Yeah.
Because, like, you know, I did torture my friends with my movies. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong.
But sometimes it's not the same.
Yeah. And we've had so many times where, you know, we just watched The Fall. I've talked about it before. I do recommend The Fall if you can get a hold of it. It's quite hard to get a hold of. And Nikki wasn't able to watch it that night, right? Or did you?
No, I wasn't able to catch it.
Yeah, you weren't able to catch it. But I have it on DVD now, so we'll watch it. But yeah, and that, like, everyone at the end was just like, my life has changed. And I also am a lot less judgmental of movies than I was in, like, high school and college, because, like, I don't think I got things. And that's normal. I don't get stuff. I don't understand things. You know what I mean?
It's like how they say your taste buds change as you get older.
Yeah.
That's basically what that is, except, you know.
Yeah. Except for me, it was like...
Also, side note, you get new taste buds every week. If you didn't already know that.
I need to check my mail. I'm so sorry.
Don't forget to take off the old ones before the new ones in.
No,
otherwise,
that's my problem.
Otherwise, you start tasting some weird stuff.
So
my tongue is just so thick.
So in case not that anybody asked, but in case you were ever wondering why sometimes, like, foods taste different to you, and you're like, why does this food taste so weird? Sometimes, and other times, it's because you get new taste buds every week.
I always just assume it's COVID every time. Every time I'm like,
I mean, that's fair.
Doesn't taste right. I'm probably dying.
I'm dying. Fair. Goodbye,
I'm dying.
Everybody.
Yes.
Goodbye, cruel world.
But, like, you know, I used to not not be able to watch stuff on like the CW or, you know, WB as
me who lives on the CW.
Exactly. Because I thought, I was like,
Thank you, I live here. This is my dumpster.
Welcome to my home. We have bad makeup, questionable acting,
horrible wigs.
Horrible wigs.
The wigs. Dear God, the wigs.
But honestly, like, as I've gotten older, I've really begun to understand, and I'm not being sarcastic, the value of these kinds of shows. And, you know, it started off with Buffy because husbando was obsessed with Buffy very early in our relationship. I broke my foot horribly. And I just lived with him, and he, you know, just, and no wonder we got married, because he was so amazing. But I watched, like, all of Buffy in 1 month, all of Buffy and Angel in 1 month, and that month was February, so it was, like, an ordeal. But yeah, so, like, I started to be a lot less judgmental because of, as a theater student and everything, and I'm still, like, pretty judgmental of acting, but I will say, too, that going to college really changed my view on what good acting was, because really, in my opinion, good acting is commitment, is committing to the role. And I see no lack of that in these kind of films and shows and everything. I watch it, you know, I know, like, when I went to college, they told me, like, you know who, like, the hardest working people in Hollywood are? And it's like, who? They were, like, soap opera actors. Some days, if they're behind schedule, they broadcast that live.
Oh, wow.
They do it live. Those people have to learn.
We're doing it live.
We're doing it live. Yeah. Like, those people have to learn their scripts, like, that day. Like, those people are, like...
I would be nervous, sweating so hard.
It's
Says the streamer who's live every day.
Live every day, but they're not allowed to make it up.
Yeah, okay.
And then they have to do cringy product placement to keep the show running. They're like...
Says the ladies who were just talking about G Fuel.
Yes.
They're like, there's someone behind the camera.
Yeah. I love G Fuel. I was telling Nikki that I can't bring my energy down. I always try to be a little bit more quiet, but it just makes it look like somebody's like holding a gun to my head across the room.
Calm down,
like,
Stephanie.
Hi, we're using the Technicolor Dreams collection
And
today,
and it's so vibrant. It's very
this won our award for best collection. Oh God. And it's true though, because it is like that, because I'm always being like, oh, is that too loud? Oh, is that, so it's like, I'm sorry, like, I know no other life. But yeah, the point is that a lot of times you'd be like, that was cheesy, that was whatever, this, you know, big Hollywood blockbuster was like so much better. But like, you know, when it's not usually Hollywood blockbuster, it's usually like this like indie film that happened to get a bunch of like celebrities so that they could get their Academy Award.
Sometimes it's just about the vibes.
It is! Sometimes, literally, God, this is going to be the longest episode. Literally, because I'm writing a boy fanfic, and Nikki is, basically my beta reader.
It is such an honor, by the way.
It is an honor to have you as my beta reader.
I have a look into the inside process.
And I have someone who's been in the fandom way longer, so I could say, how do other fanfics do this? Do people know? Do we know?
Do we speculate? Did we already speculate about this?
And, like, that movie is so vibes-based that actually it goes from, like, you're like, this is illogical, go with the vibes, but then the deeper you get into the vibes, the more you're like, oh my God.
And it circles back.
We have arrived back to the logic. Because I will not go into that.
I will not allow it.
Annie finally put her foot. It took me and Nikki being together.
That's for a different episode. Coming
boy.
soon to
He's like, enough! I want our order!
a nail polish podcast.
We're talking about nail polish, kind of.
Nail polish adjacent. The Boy,
both
2016.
did the boy nail art, so like
We did both do the boy nail art. And before we move on, I do want to say very quickly, because I've told everybody else, Danny, I think knows what's coming, is my vet remembers my obsession with the boy, and I had the shame of remembering I told my veterinarian, who, gives shots to my cats.
Sometimes you tell your veterinarian things you can't tell.
I'm like, I can't tell anybody but you.
And they're like, okay.
To be fair, my veterinarian is very cool.
And they're like, please don't. I didn't want to know any of that.
She's never like that, which is the problem. I'm like, don't let me do this to you. And she's like, no, we're going to spend 45 minutes in here, and you're going to tell me all about the boy. See, it's not my fault, it's her fault. Okay. Do we have any other nail-related questions for Nikki?
I'm so... No, I do not. I'm overwhelmed. I want to oil my cutes and reset my brain.
Okay, we are going to oil our cutes. We will be right back. Hi everyone, it's Stephanie, and I'm here to remind you that the next Polish Pickup Bingo will be on Sunday, April 30th at 4 p.m. PST on the Fanaticure Twitch channel. This month's theme is junk food, so join us for a wild time with a wild theme. Also, if you're enjoying listening to NikkisNails and I talk about movies, why not join us for one? Every Friday night is movie night in the Fanaticure Discord, and we'd love to see you there. Just keep in mind that the Fanaticure community is a community for people ages 18 and older, and the movies you watch may not be appropriate for all audiences. And now, back to the episode. I really hope we start talking about nails soon. Alright, we are back. We are moisturized, in our lane, thriving. Nikki almost thought she could get away without oiling the cutes.
It is tradition. It is what we do.
She would have been the first guest we ever had who did not oil her cuticles.
I have this thing where I over-oil my cuticles all the time.
There is literally no such thing. The thing you just described is impossible.
No, it's literally dripping off of my fingertips. So, like, that's how I normally do it, in case you were wondering.
Yes.
You're like a slime monster going through your house.
You're doing it right. You're doing it right. Because at night, I put my drops, from my big Orly bottle of oil, and then I, play on my iPad so my fingers are kind of upright, and it just drips down the back of my hand. Just these long trails of oil. I'm like, yes.
And then I accidentally touch all the things.
Yeah.
So, I'm not touching anything, and then there's just oil everywhere.
Well, may I be the first one to say, disgusting!
I wipe it off later, but gotta let it soak in.
Maybe it's just a sexy thing.
It might be, but honestly, I would rather people be slimy and drippy and covering their house with oil than not oiling their cutes. To be honest, better that than the alternative, which is dry cuticles, which you will be arrested for, and especially in Texas.
Oh, I've been to court many times.
Okay, anyway.
The judge knows my name.
We literally are exhausted from the first half of this episode. All of our stomachs hurt.
It's great.
Yes.
It's great and terrible.
Yeah. There's going to be so much editing, because I think we talked for an hour and a half.
I'm showing a 135 on mine.
Dang. We are going to actually talk about nail stuff. And we did talk a little bit about nail stuff.
We did a little.
I'm going to edit it better so that it's even that it's even more nail based, and you're not going to hear us talk about the boy for 45 minutes. Only a little,
but you could.
But you could, and we might make that available. We'll see. Anyway, yesterday.
Yes.
It is still yesterday. It is not still yet. It was yesterday. It was a April Fools.
April Fools it was. My least favorite holiday because I hate being pranked.
Agreed. Especially the food-based pranks. It's like, why would you do this to me?
Oh, yeah.
The betrayal, the audacity.
I like to watch them, but I do not want to experience them. I saw one lady she made a pound cake look like a grilled cheese sandwich, and then she made cupcakes that were actually meatloaf with mashed potato frosting. Which is so cute. That actually
sounds delicious.
Yeah, no, I'm sure it was great, but like my brain would never accept it. You know what I mean?
I want to eat these things though.
They looked great, but like I would be mad even if I was delighted. Which I think is what it is to be an Aries.
It was April Fool's. There were a lot of very cool nail pranks.
Yes.
Maybe, I don't know, pranks, goofs.
Goofs.
Yeah.
Were you fooled by anything this April Fool's?
If I was fooled by anything this April Fool's, I don't know it yet.
Okay. Perfect.
The one thing that I was not sure about and am still pretty sure is just a goof is the Hollow Taco Hummus collection.
Oh my god. Y'all. Okay, so I'm in several Hollow Taco collabs on Instagram. The chats were going crazy for that stuff. So I'm going to use the collective we, even though I'm not a Hollow Taco detective. What we, the audience, think that was a bunch of prototypes for other collections that never got released, and they just put a different label on it, except for one. Chickpea Crush may be real someday. We again, collective, I'm not sure. We don't have evidence, but I'm hopeful that is going to be Ben's birthday polish.
Yes, that would be amazing.
Yeah.
I did glimpse the collection briefly in between all of my adventures.
Actually, some really nice looking colors. And Ben did the live stream launch or whatever. It sold out immediately, supposedly.
Okay.
Yeah, but apparently, and I didn't watch it, but Ben's live stream was unhinged, which is so awesome because Ben is an Aries like us, and he just let all the energy out, and it was awesome.
What is Christine?
I'm not actually sure. I'll look it up real quick.
Yeah, look it up. That actually makes so much sense because, really hot take here. I don't like Ben very much and think he is too, sure and strong about his opinions.
Yeah.
And it all makes sense now because he's like me.
He's an Aries. Yeah, I love him for that, personally. I'm like, I feel your energy. So Christina's a Libra. That's so cute. So Ben and Christine are a fire sign and an air sign. That's my husband and me too. Which husbando? What sign is he?
Earth sign.
Earth. That's right.
He's an Earth. He's a Virgo, and they say it can either go up in flames or be a gentle, bonfire glow. And I like to think we're a gentle bonfire glow.
That's literally Blank Space by Taylor Swift, by the way. You literally just quoted Blank Space there in case you didn't notice.
Wait.
Taylor strikes again.
It's gonna be forever. It's gonna go down in flames. Yes. And it is forever. We've had tumultuous periods, but we've never had and I've had a lot. Me and Virgos, my high school best friend was a Virgo. My first boyfriend was a Virgo. My husband's a Virgo. Nikki is a Virgo. And I just resigned myself.
You are an Aries in a sea of Virgo.
You collect Virgos.
I do. I collect Virgos. Okay, though. But the point is, wait, what were you looking up that she... Yeah, so they're air and fire, which is supposed to feed each other.
Yeah.
You feed each other. And then, what is the water... water puts out fire, so...
I don't really think that hard about it, because I don't actually believe any of this stuff. It's just fun. It's like real-life fan fiction for me.
Yeah.
So...
That's fair.
I don't know. It is just fun to see other couples with your same signs and if you see any
Yeah.
similarities, which like my husband and Ben, same wavelength. Me and Ben, same wavelength. So I just really like Ben. I think he's funny.
It's so funny because, like, I don't know. I just, like...
No, it's an acquired taste. And if you don't like it, you know, if cilantro tastes like soap to you, you're not going to like the taco. It's just how it is.
Yeah, you explain it with food, I understand. I'm like, yes, this makes sense.
yes, cilantro.
Yes. More about food, yes.
I'm very excited to get food after this. So yeah, I actually, now that you say it, that they think that the chickpea polish, that the crushed chickpea, is that what you said it was named?
Chickpea crush, I think.
Oh, yeah. Chickpea crush, yeah. That makes perfect sense because if I remember correctly, that's the only one that was swatched, yes?
I believe so, yes. So could be a secret sneak peek, not so secret. You know how they like to do that.
I know they like. I like to do that too. If anyone knows anything, like if you do more than listen to the podcast, if you come to the streams, if you go to the Discord, and especially if you come to my movie nights, because my movie nights get just like, we just spill the tea. Like the different levels of where you are in the Two Lacquered Ladies universe, you know, very different stuff, because we do like to reward everybody for being involved, you know. So if you catch the streams, I'll be like, oh.
By the way,
catch Danny's stream. She'll tell people our secrets.
I did, and I thought you weren't in chat.
Yep.
I said, don't tell Stephanie, and then I started revealing secrets, and then you show up in chat.
And then I show my little, like, eye face.
It's like, oh no, I've been caught.
I basically spilled that.
Were tingling.
My spidey senses were, well, I try to watch Danny, but I don't always know when Danny's going live, so I've got to, like, run in there, and I get in there, she's like, don't tell Stephanie, and I'm like, well, it's too late for that now, isn't it?
Yeah, so that was really fun, seeing everyone's reaction to that. I did get tricked by Mooncat. I don't know why. I think I was blinded by puppies. I see a dog and all reasoning goes out the window. But they said, and I don't think I read it closely enough to realize, I would have realized it was a prank, because it said we are rebranding from Mooncat to Sundog. And I was like, ooh, a dog themed line. For some reason, I thought it was like a little special edition polish that was like dog themed. And then you go to the website and it was like, psych, we're staying Mooncat or whatever. And I was like, oh no, I wanted a dog polish.
I am so sorry for your loss.
It's okay. I still got some cute puppy pictures out of it, because as much as I like cats and I think they're very cute, dogs are where my heart's at. I have two big, fluffy boys, you know, I like dogs.
Dogs are too much work. They just look at you like you're their entire world. And I'm like, this is a bit clingy, don't you think? Maybe you could get some other friends.
Oh boy. I'll tell you all about my dog after this.
Yes, I want to hear all about your dog. It is funny that I have dogs and the most unpersonable pets possible, fish. They want nothing to do with me.
You got your bubble fish, though.
I do have bubble fish. But, you know, I have to sneak up on him.
Have you ever tried to pet your fish?
They're not... No, they don't let me. I can, when I feed them, sometimes I'll sneak a finger in there and let them, like, nibble on my finger, and that's about as much contact as I get before they realize it's not food and they swim away, like, disgusted.
I need to sample that. I need to just, sometimes I feed them, I stick a finger in there.
They're big fish. And then I have a lizard who some people would say are personable, but not mine. He's really not that into me. He'll let me hold him for about 2 seconds before he's like, I gotta go.
I love your lizard, though. I love your lizards brought us so much joy.
Yes.
Yeah, so I actually did it. Like, I kind of saw the Mooncat thing happening, but I had a birthday party. I had a Nikki delivery. I had
It's a very important, very special delivery.
It was a very special delivery. So I was not like paying too close of attention. But as soon as Danny was like, "Did you see the sundog thing?" I like looked at it and like I don't know if this is me specific. I don't know if I'm better at this than other people in the hobby, but like I am pretty darn good at recognizing nail polishes, especially nail polishes I love. And, oh wait, actually though, that makes sense, because like, now that I'm actually saying that out loud, they did say they were rebranding, because I also thought it was going to be a collection.
Yeah.
And then I'm looking back, this is like an anti-revelation here. This is me realizing that my realization didn't mean anything. Because I was like, those are already colors they have. This clearly isn't a thing. But
we both missed that somehow, that the prank was they're rebranding to a dog-themed company. And I just thought it was a dog-themed collection, on which I still think they should make. Come on, why not?
It could be amazing.
It would be so fun.
But if they don't do it, we'll never know.
Exactly. But because I definitely saw some Technicolor Dreams in there, and I was like, I would know those anywhere.
Yeah.
But I mean, they've already rebranded once, so using the same polishes and saying, yes, we're rebranding. These are the polishes they're getting new names again.
Yeah, why not?
Like, I would believe it. But I believe most things that people tell me, because I'm like, why would they lie to me?
You think people will do that? Go on the internet and tell lies?
I'm the same way. It's awful.
Yeah, it's terrible. That's why you have to have people around you that'll be like, no, that's not.
No.
That was a joke. That was just a joke. I was joking.
Yeah.
Because otherwise I'll be like, that makes sense.
I read it. I saw
you're
it.
You're telling me right now. And I trust you so completely.
I don't believe anything is true unless, like, I saw it with my own two eyes last week. Like, even before that, I'll always be like, and I'm not sure if this is true. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I have a textbook open right now, and it says this, and the textboog's from this year. but we never know. You
always
know.
got to put that disclaimer. No one can ever blame you for anything as long as.
No one can ever blame me for anything, and that's really my superpower. Is I'm unblameable, completely blameless, untrue.
I've never done anything wrong in my life.
Exactly.
So I'll tell you, my favorite part of April Fools in the nail world was actually what a collab you're a part of called the Weird Manny Squad. Oh my God, the prompt for this month was amazing. It was literal nail art. So you did jelly nails. And tell us, how did you create that amazing jelly nail art look?
So I gotta say, it was really a task. It was really a task because, first off, I had to find a brush that would work for this.
Mm-hmm.
So I got the jelly, and I got my brush, and it was raspberry preserves. It actually had seeds in it, so I wasn't being totally honest about it being a jelly polish look. It was a preserves look.
It was jelly-ish.
It was jelly-like.
Jelly adjacent.
Jelly adjacent.
Acrylic, if you will.
Yeah. And I started painting it on, and I thought, this looks okay, but we could go harder. So I just dipped, and then I did do a little bit of cleanup with the brush. So I dipped into these raspberry preserves. They're my favorite type of jelly jam, whatever you will. And then I took a paper towel and removed more of the excess, which was not all of the excess. And then I took one picture in the back room of my house where it's kind of bright, and then I posted it.
And it came out perfect. I don't know. It really did look like a painting, the way you caught the perfect, like, drip moment. I don't know. I was stunned when I saw that. I was like, that is art. Straight up art.
It feels illegal that I've missed this.
Hold on, let me show Nikki.
Yes, show Nikki. I'm gonna pull it up because there was a whole
right
bunch.
On my profile.
Let me go to hashtag Weird Manny Squad.
Oh wait, I did see that. I didn't get to really see what the caption said, but I did briefly glimpse those. I was very confused because I had to close out Instagram like right after, like right as I saw it, and I was like, wait. So I had zero context for what was happening, and I was like,
oh god, I'm looking at the hashtag right now, and oh my God, it's so funny. Yep, I see your jelly nails right there. Mwah, so good. It's a finger licking
you
good.
Jelly, bro.
Yeah, are you jelly?
Besides yours, I think my other favorite one is by, I'm not sure how to say this username, Peakson, P-E-X-A-N, and they did a dry brush look where they just taped dry nail art brushes or dry nail cap brushes just to their nails.
Much.
I love the accent nail in this because it's 3 hollow taco brushes and a moon cap brush.
But the difference games are getting really hard.
Yeah.
So good. The stamped one is fantastic too. They spent at least 4 cents, putting a stamp on each nail. Oh, wow, the commitment. Dedication. Oh, it's so good.
Yeah, I think that I love them all. I love all the variation of French nails and French tips. Those were my favorite. The Pond Manny.
Yes!
Like they probably got a disease.
They just stuck it in some dirty water.
Oh, nothing but respect. Nothing but respect from Miss J Polished.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, I love it. Hang on, I gotta give it a like right now.
Yeah, I don't know if I gave it a like. Let me make sure.
Oh my god. Oh, the last picture where she's got all the like, she pulled her hand out of the water and all the gunk is just on her.
I didn't even see that.
Swamp monster.
Oh my god.
Hashtag swamp monster.
Hashtag swamp monster indeed.
Or let's see, we have Angleterre. I'm not sure how to pronounce these.
Angleterre, which means Nail World in French. She's the one who runs the collab.
Okay, well there's these candies called Galaxy, and so and it's not like she just set the candies on top of her nails. She shoved her nails into the candies and did Galaxy nail art. Oh my god. Oh, it's so good.
Angleterre is, first off, just incredible. But they I love them. I love them so much, and that's basically that. I'm actually looking at a bunch of their nail art because I only tend to see them when they're doing the Weird Manny Squad, and dang, this stuff's good.
Oh yeah, incredible talent, but also fantastic sense of humor, which is so perfect.
Maybe it's witchcraft. Maybe it's Maybelline.
Absolutely, Nikki's right. Maybe it's witchcraft. Maybe it's Maybelline. I assume it's both. Actually, it's probably not Maybelline, because if Maybelline sells nail polish, I haven't heard of it, and it's probably very bad.
Yes.
They did, though. They did at one point.
You're right. Oh my god,
I did?
Color Street. Do you remember that?
No, Color. Yeah, no, I have some. I totally forgot, and I actually like it a lot.
To redact those statements.
I had 2 bottles. I had one gray and one splatter or graffiti one, I think they called it.
Yeah.
Oh, Color Show. That's
Color Show. Sorry, it's right here. Yeah. Maybelline Color Show. Never mind. It might be Maybelline.
It just might.
It could be Maybelline. But yeah, no, these are actually really cute. They're like they're like a black.
Wait a second, that's the one I had.
Yeah.
I think that's the exact one I had.
I love it.
Yeah, I have 3. I have Clearly Spotted, which is turned yellow, and I have a billion like it, so that's not, I don't really use that. But I had it before I did my big D stash. I did a big not D stash, but big declutter. And I decluttered all my good nail polish because I'm dumb. And one of them was Clearly Spotted by Maybelline Color Show. And yeah, and since then I've gotten more because I've just kind of found them around at Dollar Trees. So yeah, it might be Maybelline.
It might be
Maybe
Maybelline.
It is Maybelline.
It's
hashtag might be Maybelline.
It's one of those things, once you start cleaning, really cleaning, you kind of can't stop at some point, and then you just have immediate regrets afterwards. It's why did I do that? Why?
Why? No, I absolutely had regrets. Yeah, Uncle Terror is just amazing. So funny. And the Weird Manny Squad, anyone can join. We do like really, and Danny should join.
I should. I don't know. I'm intimidated.
Half the time, it's like no work at all.
Okay.
Because they're like, do this weird thing. And you're like, cool. I stuck my fingers in jelly. I took a picture. Moving on. But I feel like if anybody should be in this collab besides me, it's you.
Okay. We'll message Uncle Terror today.
Yes. Please do.
In fact, let me do it now, live, in front of a studio audience.
The best thing about Uncle Terror is we had one that was like a food collab. With the Weird Manny Squad, some of her favorite stuff is just like when someone takes it super literally. So we had a food-based one. And I just took bugles that I used to put on my fingers all the time as a kid. And I just
That was the best part about them. It's not that they tasted amazing.
Yes!
It was the finger claws.
Yes! And then you could eat your little finger claws, little crunchy delight.
Yeah, and I posted it. Or if you're me, feed them all to the dog because you don't like. I kept dropping them, and the dogs just kept being like, I said at my mom's house because she just so happened it was like a few days before it was due, and like I went to my mom's house for Thanksgiving, and there were bugles, and I was like, how? We haven't had bugles in like 20 years.
The planets all aligned and. It just...
My mom was like, you know what, in my family, actually, my sister ended up in a newspaper with a picture of, like, olives on her fingers as a kid, and that was during Thanksgiving, so, like,
Family
I guess it's
tradition.
just a thing.
Yeah.
Put things on your fingers on Thanksgiving. But yeah, so I posted that to the group, and she was like, yes! This is what I'm looking for!
This is the energy.
This is the
energy! This is the evil of Pandora's forces.
Yes.
So yeah, please do follow Uncle Terror. She's so funny, so fun. You won't regret it. Ongle means nail in French, and terre means world in French.
There you go.
I learned that because, I knew terre. I didn't know Ongle. I was like, I don't know what's up with this. Another thing that is happening right now is the last thing we're going to talk about on this episode, because by the time the next episode comes out, we might not still be in Aries season. But it is Aries season.
Rabbit season. No, it's
duck season. It is rabbit. No, it's ram season. We're not
ram
rabbits.
season.
What am I talking about? It's sheep season, everybody. Wake up, sheep. It's your season.
Let's go. We're the goats.
Let's go. Yeah. No, those are the Capricorns. The Capricorns are the goats.
Oh.
I dated one Capricorn, and he was like kind of goat-like. And if you're listening right now, I apologize, but also, you said some very mean things about me when we broke up, so maybe I don't apologize that much. Yeah, exactly.
So, even if your favorite color isn't red, during Aries season, warm tone, strong, passionate colors are what are expected, is what we want. It's what represents us. And then along came Lights Lacquer. And you posted it in the Discord, so you tell us, what was this mood board you found?
Okay, so I was just scrolling, minding my own business. I don't follow Lights Lacquer. I don't care about Lights Lacquer. Kathleen Lights, I don't know you. I'm not here to slander your name. I just don't really care. And I was scrolling and I got an ad. And the ad was like Aries mood. And let me go look at it because what I saw filled me with such... I was filled with the rage of several sheep.
Yes. A flock of rage,
no.
if you will.
A flock of rageful sheep. At this stupid Aries mood board they posted. And this mood board is all like, kind of like, it is a little bit warm toned, except for one picture, which might be the least Aries mood of all of them. And it's someone like drinking a glass of champagne, someone doing their makeup in a white chemise, someone wearing a big romantic gown on a big chair, just looking distraught. And then the shadow of someone with angel wings. And I was filled with such rage that I went into my Discord, the number one place to express my rage. And I said, in what way is this an Aries mood, Kathleen?
Yeah, really.
What is this? This isn't... Where is the rage? Where is the sexuality? Where's
the passion?
Where's the passion?
Yeah.
Where's the je ne sais quoi?
So let's let me scroll up to it here and let's see if we can fix this for Aries season. Let's help Light Slacker out and figure out what does Aries season actually mean. So how do we fix the champagne drinking? Change it to Nikki, what was the name of that chili pepper infused G Fuel?
Spicy Demonade.
Spicy
Yes!
Demonade. Boom. There we go. Everything else can stay the same. It's just trade it out.
Yeah, trade it out for... They sometimes come in cans. I don't know if they did Spicy Demonade in cans, but if they did...
Unfortunately, I don't remember them doing that.
Make them make a can. Because drinking spicy energy drink directly out of a can, that is an Aries mood.
Yes.
That is an Aries mood. All right. Doing the makeup in front of the mirror. What do you think, Danny?
I don't know about you, but as an Aries, I like to play out arguments that didn't actually happen, that I win hands down in the mirror. I like to
You
just...
mean everybody doesn't do that?
Only Aries,
Only
Nikki.
Aries!
We are very special.
So yeah, that's what we need to be doing there.
So like hands down on the counter, seething.
Yes.
Yeah. Seething with rage.
Yes.
Yeah,
and take
okay,
off this
okay.
fancy undergarments here. No, it's sweatpants and a sports bra.
It absolutely is.
It's sweatpants season, y'all.
Yeah. Now number 3, the lounging. Here's the thing.
Uh-huh.
Is that like I'm not opposed. An Aries gotta lounge sometime.
Yes.
Leisuring is important.
It is important. So the pose and the demeanor can stay. The outfit needs to be changed into a leisure suit, a leisure set.
Like a 1970s leisure suit.
Yes.
Sorry.
No, like Jenna Marbles rocks, that velvety. Yes. Thank you,
oh
Nikki.
My God.
Sunglasses on in a dark room, leisuring, and that tray of empty wine glasses next to her. I want to see full 90s kid charcuterie. Okay, I want some Ritz crackers with cheddar cheese. I want a Sunny D.
I need so yeah. We need Ritz crackers. We need like American cheese.
Yep.
We need like ham.
Not the real stuff. We can't have the real stuff.
No, we need this to be like 90% saline.
Yes. Dunkaroos.
Authentic.
Wherever you can find them.
and then we need, Sunny D, of course.
Mm-hmm.
One full.
Gotta have the D.
Gotta have the D. That is the number one rule of being an Aries.
Yes.
One of them half drunk.
Yes.
No, 2 of them half drunk.
Oh, yes.
One of them empty on the side.
Yes.
And then maybe another on the floor for good measure.
A Capri Sun that the straw has just been stabbed into the side haphazardly because we gave up on the original thing. And just
Perfection.
a single humongous slab of beef jerky just randomly placed just in the middle. Just there.
This is the dream. Like this is
My
the dream.
favorite snack.
I love a big slab of beef jerky.
Oh god,
yeah,
it's so good.
there's also just got to be some cans, on the floor.
Yeah,
just
of unknown variety.
When did they get there? When will they leave? Has it been days?
Where did he come from?
Where did he go?
Cotton Eye
Where did
Joe.
he come from? Cotton Eye Joe. And then if we like really want to get like really good, then we get just a little bit of like Cheeto dust on the pants.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
You mean that also just all over your fingies?
Oh yeah.
No, on the fingers, they're on the pants.
Excellent. Okay, so that fixes that one. Perfect.
All right.
All right, this last image is of a shadow on a wall of a lady, assumingly, with giant angel wings, and it looks like she's like pointing to the sky, but she's definitely using the wrong finger for an Aries. We need to go ahead and switch that to the middle finger.
And we also need to be pointing down, clearly, because we all know, like, all dogs go to heaven, all Aries go somewhere else.
Yep. And we miss our dogs greatly, but it's worth it for the good times. And then, no, she needs to have both hands pointing down, kind of like Iron Man pose style, like she's blasting off with her middle fingers out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. When in doubt, middle finger out is the Aries move.
Yes.
And then I think just like big ram horns and maybe a halo of fire.
That'd be cool.
That'd be pretty cool.
That'd be
like
rad.
That'd be super radical. In fact, I think we should cosplay the opposite of this.
Yes.
At some point.
We do need something on the wall. I'm going to propose a Tony Hawk poster, but I think that's just left over from the 90s kid charcuterie board. But you know, whatever.
A Tony Hawk poster isn't me, but I respect that I'm not the only Aries here. and I can respect a Tony Hawk poster.
Well, something with that energy, something with that vibe. What else would work?
We always do some sick parkour. Just like in that movie I watched. Neither of you watched the movie with the sick parkour.
Sorry.
But if you've seen Blood and Chocolate, there were 4 whole parkours in that movie, I'll have you know.
That's so much parkour.
The parkours were plentiful.
If 4 is plentiful, then yes.
The parkours were plentiful.
The parkours were plentiful. That is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, I think we got it. The other thing would just be like I was wanting to say a really horny poster, but I don't know if I want to say that on our podcast.
You definitely do.
We just need some more energy in this mood board.
Yeah, just like red would be great. Just like any red whatsoever. And the thing is too, is that please, everybody, let me know if you have the same memory. I swear to the God of Demons that Lights Lacquer released an Aries polish like last year or something that was blue. And that is not
the vibe.
That is not the vibe.
Mm-mm.
And I was just like looking at it like, what is wrong? And then I like scrolled past this and I was like, Kathleen?
Did you do no research?
Like, what? Do you not understand what an Aries is? Do you just think it's something else? So I checked again, and it seems like now on the website they understand kind of what an Aries is. And I respect that Kathleen Lights has her own aesthetic. And so like I look at the Aries on the website and I'm like, okay, like that could be Aries for Kathleen Lights. That's fine. But let me know if you remember the blue Aries polish or if I just made it up. Because, like, literally, like, message me, please, at me, bro. Message me. Do you remember the blue Aries polish? Because, like, it haunts my dreams.
Yes. It's wrong.
Yeah.
It's just so wrong.
Do you mean your nightmares?
I do mean my nightmares. Well, sometimes I'll just be having a good dream and then I'll see a big poster on the wall for like the Kathleen Lights blue and I'm like, oh, okay. Anyway, we are so tired from that first half of our... if you thought just me alone was too much, you got a big storm coming. And we have bingo after this.
We do.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Anyway, I think this is enough for today. Thank you all so much for listening. Be sure to check out Danny and I on Twitch, Instagram, and YouTube. And of course, be sure to check out our amazing guest, NikkisNails. She is NikkisNails on Twitch, and she is Nikki MP93 on Instagram. I am Fanaticure. She is Danny Shout. Our guest was NikkisNails. All of our links are in the description. Join us next time where we actually don't mention The Boy 2016 even once.
Stay lacquered.